Hey everyone! Welcome back. I am back today with more Vinland Saga. You guys, this show, oh my god, the juiciness levels of the drama right now. I can't believe it. I literally could not believe it as the plot was unfolding last episode, last batch. Because, like, it's just like, what else? What else? I'm afraid to even ask what else. Because you guys are like, oh, there's more. There's more. Of course there's more. Because we're not even, like, what do we still have, like, 10 or almost 10 eps left of the season. All right, guys. I'll briefly get into how I'm doing 1 week after the drama fest that was last week's batch of Vinland Saga. Before I do all that, I do just want to say if you're joining me early today, you know just what that means. It means you are one of my awesome patrons. Thank you so very much. And as always, I'm sending up those big old hugs right through that screen. And if not, still, thank you for joining me today. I am glad you're here. I do hope you'll consider supporting me that way. The link to my Patreon is going to be in that description down below. And if you're joining me on those YouTubes, I really hope you'll hit like and subscribe for me. That does help me and my channel an awful lot. So thank you in advance for that. All right, guys. So yeah, we had just like shock after shock over here. Shock after shock. I'm trying to remember the name of the husband. I feel like it was like Gardar? I don't know. They'll say it again. But Arnheid's husband, completely cannot blame him for like, I mean, you really can't. He's not okay. He's been through a lot. Like, you absolutely cannot blame him for being so like unhinged after all he's been through. And the background of it all was just so sad with like, they just really made a very big statement, I feel like, on the nature of war and suffering, and just kind of like, on the one hand, like the needlessness of it, and on the other hand, like they do a decent job of showing like, okay, but you can't, like, being just passive doesn't always work either, because we see that with like Kettle, and of course he's taking it from a very different approach, because he's almost like, his avoidance isn't necessarily, like, it can cause conflict as well. But now we see what's going on with Kettle, because we got background on him as well, and how he lost his like first real love and everything as a result of just like the fighting and the violence, and there's just like, there's watching the background of that, knowing, now I know we have the benefit of knowing what was going to happen in that case, and they were thinking like, hey, we'll protect our village, you know, Arnheid's husband and all of them, and back in her village. I know they couldn't have known what would happen, but at the same time, there's just like, there's this terrible futility about it, you know, that like they didn't even really have. And then you have Kettle, who like, you know, they could have fought for the girl, and they didn't, and everyone ended up dead anyway. And it's like, oh my god. I just can't on this show. And then, of course, the big shockers being that Arnheid had a husband, and just the Einar Arnheid ship sinking into the deep blue sea, you guys. Just, oh. So sad. But then the extra twist that she is pregnant again with Kettle's child. And Kettle actually, it sounds like, was trying. Or at least wanted. Like, you guys were saying he probably was trying. Or at the very least, like, you know, they mention in the dialogue, he's been wanting a child. So, I don't know what the mistress is going to think of that. Oh, guys. And I know that was, like, not uncommon at that time too. Like, none of this is like really out of the ordinary. It's just the twists are just like, they giving me whiplash over here. So yeah. So I am, and of course, like, once Canute shows up, our set of problems changes landscape completely. Like, we're just gonna shift the scenery here and have like totally different problems. So I'm so ready to find out what the heck is going on and what is going to happen. yeah, guys, so without further ado, we'll just say we go ahead and we jump right into the next episode of Vinland Saga. Let's do this. Where are we? Oh, are we going to help? Oh! Oh! Oh, are we talking about the reward for finding him? Oh! Hey, we came out to just do a little bit of, yeah. Just do a little bit of helping of the husband. Gardar, I was right. I mean... well... But he actually did say he got why he broke out, too. Because the guy wasn't treating him well. Oh! Are they gonna end up staying there so that she can tend to his wounds? Oh! She's very pretty. Yeah. Blush. Oh! Deeper blush! Well... You don't really want to walk her back anyway, bro. Yeah, okay. Oh, you're not a good liar, sir. This is sad. Oh. He's gonna be like, set me free, and we'll go home, and... I mean... You know what? You're being very rude. You're not being very... I guess I wouldn't expect much more from, you know, this group. Oh... Wow. He's not understanding about the son, is he? I don't think she ever expected to hear those words. I honestly don't. I don't think she ever expected... Wow. Yeah, everything that happened, it was he's been carrying the weight of that. And now she gets to hear those words. Oh, and it's all gonna come now. Yeah, it's all gonna come up now because she has not been letting any of this out. She has been trying to stay so strong. Oh, I don't know if it can ever be like it was before. I don't know about that. I want you both to be okay. Oh, and she's probably feeling guilt, a lot of guilt as well, that she has to be the one to tell them about their son. Oh my goodness. Oh, and also she's carrying someone else's child, which she's probably, none of which is her choice or fault or anything, but oh God, you guys, this is... You know what? Can you just back off? This guy, though. Uh-oh. He's gonna go in and get close and... Oh, he shouldn't have put the hand on. He wasn't trying to do anything. No, don't. Oh! 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 Oh, that, oh man. Wow. Oh! That dude was kind of decent too. Son of a god. Oh. He saw the hand go on her. Oh god, when he is going to murder Kettle. Like, if he gets any idea of what's been going on. Oh. Bro, I don't even think yeah, no, you're not even gonna be conscious long. Ooh. Oh. Oh, and he left the swords. That's, yep, oh my god, what is she gonna do? She just watched him brutally murder somebody. Yeah. What is she gonna do? Ah! She's got that baby. She's thinking of that baby. She's holding that son because she's thinking, my child is not, I'm not gonna let my child suffer again. What do I do for this child right now? Oh. Shoot. There's grease. Oh, do we know it was him or was it Arnheid that got stabbed? Oh, shoot. Oh, well, now they're definitely gonna, yeah. That is true. He didn't sleep so well himself. We've been dealing with that for a while, haven't we? It just feels like he can't weigh in, having been such a proponent of that violence. Yeah, you know that. You know that now. We know you know. Because you weren't letting yourself feel anything. You can't picture it now, can you? We spent a whole season with him that way, but that's what he wanted to set his sights on. Yeah. He's got quite a perspective, doesn't he? He's listening. That's, yeah. You know, it reminds me of season 1 where we were talking about how everyone's a slave to something, too. I feel like the two are very linked. They, yeah, address one and the other's going to, and then we can focus just on. That's the thing, is at this time, it's all about violence and glory and the glory of violence and everything. Yeah, it's very much a cultural norm at this time. Right, we're passing it on. Any more of his demons of the people haunting him? Yeah. Ooh. Oh. Yeah. They're literally haunting you. Yep. And you turned around and killed others. Yeah. You were a product of that war cycle. That cyclical violence. Oh. Now instead of being scared of them, he's trying to like... Wow. Oh, Thorfinn, sweetheart. So he wants to make a big change in the world. He wants to do something to change the world. He needs to not just make it even, he needs to go the extra mile. If he could even just give somebody freedom, take war and violence away from somewhere. Like what Thor said. The thing is, what do we do if, like, and I said this, what do we do if they're literally coming to kill us? The thing is that it's not a solution to this problem. Yeah, I can understand that. No, don't give up so easily, though. I know, I mean, even today, like, we're still dealing with war and everything, so, like, I don't have the answer either. What about Vinland? What about Vinland? Vinland. It's called Vinland. He knows just where to go. Yeah. He remembers. Oh my god, I literally just edited this one. Literally just edited this one. I think it's about time we resume our journey to Vinland. Right. It's a place where there's hope for peace. He forgot about it until now. Yeah. But it's a start, honey. It's a start. It's a start. It's something. Wow, they're gonna have their own nation, you guys. I believe in them. The thing is, that's the first glimmer of hope that we've gotten in a very long time. Like, for real. Even, they don't even know, like, what to do with their freedom when they get it, because the whole world right now is just ravaged by war. Their whole world. I don't know if the entire world, I don't know, but it's just ravaged by war. Oh, speaking of, oh god. Uh-oh. Okay, so they're looking all over for... What happened to her, though? Wow. They're like wrecking up their place. He escaped. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was my first thought as well. Like, where the heck is she? What is going on? Did he take... If he took her, I mean, Ketil's gonna... Oh! Is he asleep or... I hope that he didn't just breathe his last. Whoa. That's the end of the episode, isn't it? Guys! He took her with him. There's no way he didn't take her. There's no way he escaped and didn't take her. And we also haven't seen her. Oh my god, you guys. We're finally gonna get back to the idea of, like, Vinland. I literally... Okay, so you guys in the comments let me know, because episode 8 of season 1 came out on YouTube this week. And I'm watching this week. And when that came out in the schedule, it was in my comments like, oh my god, that actually lines up so well. And I'm like, oh, for real? Because, you know, I thought it was because of the idea of, like, everyone is a slave to something. And we're talking about kind of the nature of like war and slavery here. But they actually flash back to the girl, you guys. The girl, the slave girl who used to be like a noble person's daughter or something, and who Thorfinn briefly encountered back in season 1. And he was like, I would just kill what's his face and get away. And that's what she said. She's like, even if I did, where am I gonna go? There is kind of nowhere unaffected by all this right now, is my understanding. I mean, maybe there's some, I don't really know much about the history of this era. You guys are very nice to fill me in, but like pretty much anywhere you go is going to have its okay, all right, we don't need the, I mean, they're not really previews, but yeah. All right, you guys. Wow. I think I spent most of that episode close to tearing up because there's just so much going on in that one, you guys. Arnheid finally, like, I've never seen her break down. I've never seen her just, like, feel it, you know? She's always kind of like, even when you can tell she's sort of, like, forcing herself to be okay, you know, even when she's not really okay, we've never really seen her just like let loose like that. And just, I think everything, just bringing it all up of like him saying he was sorry and just like her finally getting that, I'm sure she never thought she was ever going to get that apology. And now she has to face him knowing that she's pregnant with somebody else's child, and just, like I said, none of which was really her decision anyway. But, wow. I mean, and that, I really want to know what exactly took place. I would love to actually see what happened, because when she saw him murder that guy, which, by the way, dude was actually, like, not that, especially compared to some of the other guys, dude was actually not that bad. That was actually kind of bummed me out. There's so many, like, a-holes in, you know, like, we lost one of the good ones, I guess. I don't know. I don't know if we've ever seen that character before. Excuse me if we saw that character doing something unsavory in another episode, but I'm pretty sure we didn't. I don't know. You guys know how I am. I don't remember anything. So, but man, that worked out so well with me editing episode 8 of season 1, because it was literally the one that they flash back to with the girl who is a slave and said that, and then he tells her about Vinland, and he had forgotten Vinland. That's right, because he has forgotten so much. It took him so much to even be able to remember like what Thor's was trying to communicate to him. So I feel like a lot of this just blocked out, and when he does get flashes of it, it's like during these like night terrors that he's having. So like he forgot about oh my god, you guys. Also, real quick, am I saying her name right? Because I've been saying have I been saying Arnheid the whole time? And I feel like when I listened, it sounded like Arnheid. Is it Arnheid? I'm pretty sure the EI here is always like Leif, Einar, Arnheid. Is it Arnheid? I've been saying it wrong, haven't I? How many episodes have I been saying it wrong? A while? Okay. All right. It's all good. It's all good. Anyway, we're finally going to revisit this idea of Vinland as being this place where, like, we can have some hope for a different world. And that's really what it is. It's that this is just a very different world than what we know now, than what we know comes later, than what they're striving for. And what they are trying to do is they are trying to create a place where they can effectively change the world. They might not be able to change the whole world all at once, but they can change their part of the world. They can enforce the rules of peace, no war, no, you know. And I know that, like, even today, it's not a thing. It's not a thing. It's not, we never really ever conquered it. It's still a thing, very much in our world. But there are always going to be people who are striving for more than that. You know what I mean? And I think that's what we see here, is that, like, at least in the midst of all of this, there are some people who are like, this is normal, but it is not right. It is not good, and I don't want it. And every change in history started with somebody looking at something that was normal and saying, this might be typical, but this isn't right. And we're going to do something about it. And that's everything. That is everything. We still don't know what happened to Arnheid? Maybe was I saying it right before? I honestly have no idea if I was saying it right before. Was I saying Arnheid? And I just started saying Arnheid this episode? I don't know. But we still don't know where she is. That's a mystery. Although I think it's pretty safe to say she's with him. She's with Gardar. Yeah. What's, you know where I could see this going? Is we literally, here's where I can see this going. They all get back. Canute shows up. And Canute starts wrecking the farm, or his people start wrecking the farm. Einar and Thorfinn get out in the chaos. We meet up with Gardar and Arnheid along the way, and we make our way towards Vinland. And maybe that's like what season 3 is about. A place where people who were otherwise oppressed or cast out or whatever can find peace. That's assuming like everybody doesn't die. It's just assuming, you know, because I could totally see them taking out literally every person but Thorfinn, and him being like, okay, in their honor and their memory, I have to make this happen, and I will continue my journey to Vinland. And maybe he said that Leif was the one who told him, and Leif is on his way there. So maybe Leif will get in on it too. Who knows? That was a great episode, you guys. There's just so much to unpack there, like just with the, and this is what we've been dealing with, is the idea that like the world that they live in, and to a degree, like I said, we're still dealing with this today in the world. This is not a problem that has gone away. It's not like we've achieved world peace by any stretch of the imagination in today's world. But this is what we've been dealing with the whole time, is that like the brutality of war and of different cultures and everything. Like, what did that look like, and how does one live in that? How does one find love or peace or hope or anything like that in the midst of this? So yeah, it was fantastic. I loved it. I'm digging this show so much. I know I say it every time. I'm not going to stop saying it. I love the show so much. This last season was very good. Last season is enhanced in my viewpoint by this season. This season, to me, is like where, and I know a lot of people are like, oh, but there's not a lot of action and whatnot in this season. I know I've heard that was like a kind of a big thing, that like, oh, there was so much time spent on this farm. But literally every major important theme and topic from season 1 is like, we're just cooking it here. We're just, this is where it comes to like really manifest. I don't know. I'm shaking my jewelry around, so I'm going to shut up. All right, guys, this was a great episode. I can't wait to see what's going to happen next. We have some hope, but there is a lot on the line here. There is a whole lot that can go wrong between here and Vinland. Like, literally everything can go wrong, and probably will go wrong between here and Vinland. So I hope you enjoyed watching along with me. As always, thank you so much for joining me today, and please, for the love of God, I cannot do this without you. Please be sure to join me next time, and we will watch it together. Bye for now, guys.